My name is Brittany Sharp, and I am an outpatient dietitian with Washington Regional. So I have a 2.5-year-old and a 3-month-old. So that's kind of what stemmed, coming up with family-friendly meals. Typically, I try to make sure that there's a protein and a fruit and a grain, since those are kind of the things that our bodies work best with. So I try to make sure that the most balanced fuel goes in. Sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. But that's ultimately kind of how I start the base of a meal. So some of those old staples like the peanut butter and jelly or the turkey and cheese sandwich, a good way to make sure that those are as nutritionally sound as possible would be to make sure they're on some kind of like whole grain. Also making sure that you can change it up to kind of keep it exciting for the kiddos, especially if you're throwing it in a lunch by utilizing like cookie cutters or changing up the shape of it. You can always change up the side, the different fruit that you put, or something like that as well to kind of make it a little bit more exciting. So another great option to really get kids involved is to let them have control. And a good way to do that would be like a kids charcuterie board. You can basically throw on anything. Sometimes they can even build it themselves depending on what the ingredients are. We will sometimes also do a little dinner buffet and kind of let her plate her own foods based on what we've prepared already. So it's not an extra step, it's just letting her put it on the plate. And that tends to really open up avenues for them wanting to try things. So for the charcuterie board, we will use sometimes the spreadable cheeses. We might use like cheese cubes. We use the little hummus things. I usually put a couple of different kinds of fruit on there, as well as, again, utilizing dippers like the pretzels or the pretzel thins or something along those lines. But putting them in control, letting them have a little bit of say can go a long way with picky